Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to learn how to calculate previous month, previous quarter, and previous year values in Power BI using DAX. These calculations are extremely important for business analysis, reporting, and performance comparison. By the end of this video, you will clearly understand how these functions work and how to use them correctly in your report. In real business scenarios, we never analyze data in isolation. Managers and stakeholders always want to know how did we perform last month? Are we improving compared to the previous quarter? How does this year compare to the last year? This comparison help in decision making, forecasting, and performance tracking. Before using any time intelligent function, one thing is mandatory. That's a date table. Your date table must contain continuous date, have no missing values, be marked as a date table, and be connected to the fact table. Without this function, like previous month or previous year, will not work properly. The first step is to create a base measure. For example, total sales is equal to like sum of sales. Okay. This measure represents the current value and will be used for all time calculations. What is previous month? So previous month means the value of the immediate last month. For example, if the current month is April, previous month will be March. Power BI automatically handles this using the date contest. Previous month DAX formula, like for previous month sales, we have to use this formula like calculate then sum of sales amount and previous month deemed date. This formula shifts the date filter 1 month backward and recalculates the measure. For example, if your report shows sales of, say, March 2016, this formula will automatically return the value of Feb 2016. You don't need to manually calculate dates, Power BI does it internally. A quarter consists of 3 months. Previous quarter means if current quarter is Q2, then previous quarter will be Q1. In the same way, we have to like the text formula will be like previous quarter sales, and then instead of previous month it will be previous quarter. Okay. And then same way for the previous year. Previous year means comparing current values with the same period last year. For example, like 2017 versus 2016. Okay. So here's the previous date formula. Like, okay, here we like it should will be like previous year. We'll see this into our practical once we are doing it. Okay. So then we compare both the values, like how to use them and how do we know which is like when to use the previous month and when to use the previous quarter as well as the year. So we'll also see a practical example of this now. Now we'll understand about like the practical example for previous month. Okay. So first we just have this kind of a table here, table chart, and we'll understand how this works. So I'm just taking a date column here and I'll just delete this day. Don't want it. And from sales we'll take sales amount. Okay. So we have this data here now, and we know for which sales amount, for which month, how much was the sales that was done. Okay. So to calculate it for previous month, so we have to create a new measure for it. So I'll just go here and I'll say new measure, and we'll say name it as sales previous month. Okay. And we'll give it a formula of calculate sum of sales amount, close this bracket, alt enter, and if we see if we just type like first four letters of previous, it is going to give us this like previous day, month, quarter, week, as well as the year. So first we'll see about the month, and once we select that, and then that deem date dot date, and we'll just close this. Okay, and we'll say comment, and then in the home table we'll change it to data and we'll comment it again. Okay, so now we have this into our data. So we'll just select it out. Sorry. Okay, and we already have this for quarter one and for the current month. Okay, like for this month we are okay, but we are calculating it for the previous month. Okay, so we'll just drag drop this as well here. Okay. So now you can just see the difference and we'll understand it. What it's been doing is that, see here for January, the sales amount was 1,65,200, and here for that the new measure that we have created for sales previous month, it is giving us the exact amount here for the fab, but this amount is for January. So you understood, like it is giving us like n minus 1. So suppose currently we are into Jan 1, then it is going to, once we ask it for the previous month, it is going to give us the data for December 2025 as of now, but this data we have it of 2016 and 2017. So it is going to give us like for if we ask it for today, like January 2017, it is going to give us the data of December 2016. This is how the previous month. Now we'll see like a percentage difference between these two sales amount. Okay, so first we'll create a measure here, new measure, saying percentage difference is equal to sum of sales amount minus sales previous month. Okay, and this whole thing divided by sum of sales amount. Okay, and then we'll commit and we'll give this to the data table. And okay, so now we'll just get this here, and you can see we have got this as like a percentage. Okay, we have this difference where we can understand what is the difference between these two. Okay, so we'll just, because this is like this, we'll just try to get it. Yeah, and we'll just keep it as single. Okay, so you can just see the difference between each of them, like it is given for, because it's just for the single month giving us 100, but here you can just see the difference, like how much percentage, by how many percentage it has decreased, or by how many percentage it has been increased out. Now here we'll just understand a simple example like how this works. Okay, so here I have taken like a product category first, and then sales previous month, and then sum of sales amount and the difference that we have created as a measure. Okay, so here you can see that for accessories, casual wear, formal and semi-formal, it is giving us like a difference of 100% because we don't have any amount that is mentioned into our sales previous month. Okay, because we have not mentioned any kind of filter here, but because this is like filter contest, so if we just click on any of this amount, any of this month, it is going to automatically give us that particular amount. Like since we have gone for August, it is giving us the amount of July. You can cross check as well, because if you see this amount of July here is 166,250, and it is giving us exactly the same amount as the total. Okay, and this is of August 161,650. So now we can analyze that for casual wear, it has like there was a drop by 23% of sales, and for semi-formal and formal there were like increase of 31 and 30% respectively, and for accessories there was a 93% drop. Similarly way, we can just click on any of the month or the quarter that we want to analyze, and we can see for that particular previous month how much of the sales that has been uh, that has been. In a similar way, how we have now calculated for previous month, we can also calculate for previous quarter and previous year as well. Okay, so we'll just create a new measure here. I've just copied the same formula and we'll just change here like to quarter. Okay, and instead of previous month, it should be previous quarter. Rest everything, the formula will be same. We'll commit this. Okay, and we'll create one more for previous year. Okay, for previous year. Similarly, we just change it to previous year, and we'll comment this as well. It is already used for measure and table limb. Choose a different name. Okay, because we already have seen this into our previous video. Oh, okay, so we just have an analysis for previous quarter only now. So for this table, we'll just and cancel for the month. So we have this for previous sales, sum of sales amount, sum of sales difference. Okay. So we'll take it for quarter from here, previous sales quarter. Sorry. Just delete this particular table from here. Okay. So you can see we have got this for each quarter, and like for 2017, 16, and because it has just taken this. Okay, because it has just applied this one particular formula, that's why it's not giving us into that proper. Okay. But I hope you guys have understood like how we can use for previous sales and previous sorry, for previous quarter as well as for previous month. Okay, so we can just have this analysis based on as well as for the week as well as for month, year, quarter, so we get the exact analysis of how a financial year has gone, or how our past financial years have worked up. Thanks for watching.